Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota, and welcome. I'm happy you're here today. Let me know that you're here or that you're watching on replay. Oh, I see I'm a little crooked. Interesting. Maybe this needs to be moved. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, yeah, that glare's gonna bother me. It'll probably bother you too. I can always move my camera too. Anyway, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I go by North Star Stamper because I live in the North Star state of Minnesota, and on all my socials, it's North Star Stamper on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, my website, my Stampin' Up! Shop, and my email. So, North Star Stamper. I always go NSS, North Star Stamper. All right. Hello, Kathy from Southwest Missouri. How are you two today? Hope you're well. While we're waiting for more people to join, I think there's a couple of us. I had to think about what month we're in. The May paper pumpkin is going to coordinate with this pattern paper, and this is on page 51 of the new annual catalog. Good, I'm glad you're well. Did you see all my videos last week? Oh goodness, I did my regular one on Monday, and then I did 7 videos on Wednesday, May 1st, to kick off the new annual catalog. And people are commenting. Thank you for watching those. I appreciate that. My newsletter tomorrow is going to talk about the resources that I'm creating, because if you've been a long-time Stampin' Up! Customer, you realize our new catalog is missing some vital information that I need to shop, and so maybe you need it too. So I have a couple things on my website already, and you'll see those in tomorrow's newsletter. I will get that out tomorrow. So back to the May paper pumpkin is going to coordinate with this paper. Again, it's Country Woods on page 51, and I always send cardstock to my paper pumpkin subscribers so they can get more out of their kits. And this is both sides, the front, what I call the front, and the back is all wood green. Oh, I can't wait to put some of these with some flowers. So I send cardstock to my subscribers to make their kit go further. I will be sending them samples of this paper so they can see how it coordinates with the kit. I don't know much about the kit any more than what I put on my blog last month. So I'm anxious to see it. And subscribe by May 10th to get the May paper pumpkin kit. Hello, Anne. Hello, Mom and Dad. Thank you for joining. So that was the May paper pumpkin kit. Today we're talking about graduation. It is graduation season. I don't know if you have any graduates in your life. I do. Our son, our youngest, will be graduating from the University of Minnesota on Sunday, Mother's Day. So that'll be a fun day. Hoping it doesn't rain, but if it does, we'll be inside. So I was very excited to see this stamp set, and this was in the January through April mini catalog. It is now an online exclusive, and it was fully available. It wasn't on low inventory or anything. I just checked about an hour ago, but I imagine that when they run out of what they have, they probably won't restock. That's a guess. I have no idea, because graduation season does seem to be in the spring. So I'm very excited to be using this, and I made some cards with this morning, and we'll talk about those in a minute. And I'm also using the classic letters, and this case only shows them at 60%. I don't know if you can see. Is that better? Oh, I just dropped the D. Let's grab the Z just because I can. Can you see that? It's a nice big letter. Or number. I'm using the numbers to, I stamped out 2024. Again, these are an online exclusive because I have been using my Tassel Time stamp set since 2009, I think. Yeah, 9? No, 2003. Oh my goodness, I've been using this for 21 years. That's crazy. So I was very excited to have a new graduation stamp set. And then I am pairing it with the Spotlight on Nature dies. And I already die cut some. You can see I already stamped the gown on one of the bigger circles. So these dies have 3 different edges. This is kind of like the radiating stitches. there's a dot and dash, and then there's kind of like a leaf pattern. So you get 4 of each design. So I just chose the radiating stitches. I don't know why. I just did. I thought they look good. All right. So we're going to start with a real basic card. I plan to make at least 2 cards with you. So I think I've mentioned that I'm part of a card ministry at a local church, and they sell cards that we make. We donate the cards. I won't go into the whole thing, but they have supplies I can use. I do use most of my own supplies. So they were asking for graduation cards because they sell the cards to people who come into the church, and they have a coffee shop, and that's where they sell the cards. And then the money goes back into the church, into the women's club or whatever. And they asked for graduation cards. So I don't know about you, but I like to coordinate my graduation cards with the school colors. I just think it's something fun to do. So the closest public school to that church is the one my kids went to, and their colors are blue and silver. I just use blue. The second closest church, school and the Catholic school, their color is green, so I did this card in green, and then the other next closest school is red, so I used red on one of my cards, so it was kind of fun. And then I did make some maroon and gold for the University of Minnesota, and I left, so I made 5 cards for the ministry this morning when we were at church, so it was fun. Sorry, I'm upside down, or sideways for you. So this is just a big, large cap. It would be kind of fun to emboss this in silver or gold on black. We're not doing that today, but I just thought of that. That'd be kind of fun. So I'm just putting that randomly. So basically I'm stamping my own pattern paper. And look at this tiny little cap. So we have a niece that's graduating from Lakeville North. I have to stop and think. And their color is red. Red and what, I don't know. But so Kate will be getting this red card. So far I have big caps and then the little solid caps. And I don't mind if the back of my card gets messy because it's going to be down on paper. And then there's a little diploma in this stamp set too. I'll show you the stamp set here. I haven't used the hands yet. There is a sample in the catalog that uses the hands. I think they have the hands tossing up the cap or something. So I'm just making background and I'm just stamping randomly. I kind of like the diplomas all in the same direction. And I'm just filling in space. I kind of wish they had some stars. So if you don't have a graduation stamp set, that's exactly what I was thinking, is that you could use stars. So a solid image star would be kind of fun. So I just grabbed another background stamp from the Tassel Time just to fill in some of this. Let me see, I didn't stamp real cleanly. I really like the star. Just want to make sure I get lots of stars. There we go. Okay, and I already have my inside layer here. I'm going to bring that back, that small solid one. Look at that. This is a newer ink pad, and it's has quite a bit of ink on it. So if you aren't getting a good image, maybe it's time to re-ink. So that's the front, that's the inside. Then we're going to put one on the envelope, just like that. Look at that. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. Have you been stamping? Let me know in the comments. If so, what are you stamping these days? What cards do you send the most? I'm going to imagine that you send the most birthday cards. I know we all go through seasons of life when we're making lots of sympathy cards as well. I already have my black cardstock layer ready to go. And I cut things really easy for myself. I'm just doing all black card bases, just for convenience sake. But I am switching things up a little bit. Now, I have found that red ink quite often doesn't dry as quickly as I'm used to, so I'm going to turn it over to burnish that. There's the inside. And we're just going to put this, see, it is a mess on the back, but I knew I was going to adhere it, so. It would be fun to add another layer, like a layer of red between this white and black, if you have the paper and the time. All right, and then I have punched a heartfelt hexagon. I thought that adds nicely. And then when I was cutting all these white strips, or pieces, I had a strip left. And we're going to stamp Congratulations Graduate. And I think I like that in red. Let me stand up. And got to stamp with her grandson this afternoon. That's really fun. So stamp right in the middle and hopefully, good enough. I don't think it's perfect, but that's okay. All right, and then I'm going to trim this down. It'd be kind of fun to fussy cut it. I think that would add a lot. And I know that if I go pretty close to the words on this, that it is smaller than that. There. Oh, I think I want it even smaller. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, that's going to have to do. I'm getting kind of close to the words there. And if you don't have, you know, a sentiment that goes with graduation, celebrate's always a good one. Oh, I meant to put this on dimensionals, but that's all right. I haven't adhered to the hexagon yet. I'm going to turn this over and burnish it there. I have to use small ones. So we're going to put this up on dimensionals. And since this is for Kate, I will probably add some gemstones or rhinestones, I think, just some sparkle. They're across the room. You know what it'll look like. So there's a quick card. Stamp your own background. And like I said, if you don't have a graduation themed, you can always use stars. That'd be kind of fun too. So that is one. I have another one ready to go. So I just used maroon and gold, which are the University of Minnesota school colors. Cherry cobbler and crushed curry are what I'm using. And I cut 1/4-inch strips from that 8.5 by 5.5. And then I have a 3 by 5, 3 3/4 by 5. And I just use, and this I hardly ever use, the wide tip for my adhesive. And I just put that on there like that. Isn't that pretty cool? I really like it. So Thomas has 3 roommates, and they're all graduating. So I'm going to make 4 different cards. So we're just going to put this on here. Haha, Kathy says that she had her doubts about the stamp set, but I've made her a believer. Stamping is the best part of this hobby to me. So I kind of like that. Even you could just do celebrate, and I think it would be perfect. We are going to move on beyond that, though. So I have the gown stamped on this big circle, and that's the biggest circle, but I think it covers it up too much. And I don't want to cover up those stripes. So I could fussy cut. I don't know what I'm going to do there. And I have a couple of them. I did use my Stamparatus for this because I wanted it very solid. So whatever positioner you have, you can do. So what I did instead is I took the second size. Nope, the third size. So there are 3 sizes. This big one, this medium one, this one, and then I don't know if you can see that tiny one there. So I just used the same colors, cherry cobbler and crushed curry, and randomly stamped. I thought that was pretty cool. And then for numbers, using the classic letters, I did not want to have to try to line up, because you can't do it in one stamp. I mean, if it were 2019, you'd have 4 different numbers, and you could line it up once and practice, use your grid of some sort or a lined paper to line them up. Well, because I needed 2 2s, I decided to stamp them on scrap paper, and then I used a 1 1/4 inch punch. And I'm sorry, I don't know if this is even current, but something small, any shape really would work. But I kind of like the circles to go with my circle here. And I have them alternating, and we're going to go like that. And then some gems, and I think that's pretty cool. We're going to put this on dimensionals. I'm running low of dimensionals. I'm going to have to go open another package. So Kathy mentioned that she wasn't sure about this stamp set, but if you don't have graduates in your life right now, you may not even have noticed it. So just a little design idea. I'm going to put this beyond the edge there, just so you can see the circle a little better. Sorry, I keep turning it towards me. I'm going to put this on dimensionals right there. I'm going to do this one flat. Kathy likes the stripes, thank you. I just wanted to get some more school colors in there. That'd be kind of fun to do with anything, wouldn't it? You know, colors of a flower. Do pink, blue, and green, and then have a pink and blue flower in front of it. So we're just going to kind of stagger these. I do have more ideas, so hang with me, even though oops, there's part of one. So yes, I even cut the mini dimensionals. If I'm putting a leaf or something on. There we go. 2024. I don't know where these years have gone. As I said, it's our youngest graduating. He turned 22 yesterday. So the kids were all over yesterday and had a simple dinner and played games. And it was nice enough they went outside and played a game. There we go. 2024. Oh, I didn't stamp on it. I was going to stamp. I don't have room. I didn't plan ahead. Again, the congratulations graduate. That could go on the inside. Why don't we do that? I do have a paper here. Let's put the sentiment on. And I'm stamping before I adhere it, in case I don't like the way I stamp. There we go. And just because we can, we are going to stamp some of those so cute caps. So we're going to put a gold one up there. Oops. And a maroon one down here. Ah, that's all right. It's not perfect. My block got wet, and now my stamp does not want to adhere. So, That's all right. Once you get words on there, I'm going to close these before I get ink everywhere. Put a heart and say a prayer. Again, I'm not sure that ink is dry, so I'm not going to smear it. So there's card number 2. I won't make the other cards, but I think we'll lay out some ideas here for you. So again, just a black card base. I think it's easiest. And then a layer, which I can stamp on, like I did this one. Or let's do a little more stamping. How are we doing on time? Okay, it's not even. It's about 10:02. I just love this little stamp. It's just so cute. And I asked Thomas today, and his cap and gown are black. But he said he has maroon accents on the end of his sleeves. But his tassel is white. I don't know if that has to do with what college in the university he's graduating from. I don't know. Okay, so I left some space there. Because I want to put some gold between them. Oh, I almost lost it. Hold that for a second. Okay. I'm not going to try to line them up because I don't think I would be able to, so I'm going to stagger them a little. So there's a trick for you. It's hard to line things up, unless you have a tool to help you with that. So I usually don't even try to line them up. And so that'll just be an edge on the front of our card, like this. And I thought the girls would appreciate flowers. So this is the zinnia. Oh, I already put them away. It's an online exclusive, and so I made them maroon and gold. And then this is from the stamp set that coordinates with these dies. This is called Spotlight on Nature. This is page 69 of the annual catalog. And this is the one that I did purchase for a stamping event on stage, our convention in Houston. I think we need more color on there, don't you? Maybe some strips. Let's just keep adding. We'll keep adding till we think it's done. So I'm going to adhere some of these 1/4-inch strips. We'll just do one of these, just to give you an idea. I'm going to use the grid on my mat. I'm going to put in the middle of that. Move that away. There we go. Ooh, not quite straight, is it? There we go. Again, Stampin' Up! Has so many colors. Chances are you can get pretty close to any school color. The green I used this morning wasn't quite the right school color, but that's all right. If a graduate got a card from Grandma in the right color anyway, or something, or an aunt and uncle, that'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I always thought it was funny when my kids, or no, actually I did. Oh, I have to use those scissors. I see some adhesive on there. So I remember, I don't know if it was high school or graduation. I think it was high school. I graduated high school in 1981. So a couple of my gifts were $19.81. There, even that's pretty cute. And then just do a congrats on there, a die or a stamp or whatever. But I think that's where the flowers are going to go. I think that needs, let me see. I think that's perfect. Let's see what the zinnias look like. Oh, that's big. So since this circle is so big, it's going to cover up so much of that front. I'm thinking I might fussy cut the right side of the flowers and put it on there. So watch my social media. I will finish this card and post it later. Like I said, I will add some sparkly gems to some of these. The other thing I will do, these flowers were all colored with blends, our alcohol markers, and you can use alcohol markers to color other things like our rhinestones. So I'm going to use my blends, my red and yellow, maroon and gold blends to color some gems for this card. I have already put them away, so I won't do it right now, but watch. Like I said, watch my socials, Facebook, Instagram. It probably won't be on YouTube. Oh, I just dropped it. All right, I have to crawl under the table. Hold on. Okay. What stamps do we have in here? All of the hard work was worth it. Congratulations, graduate and class of. And here we have class of. The tassel was worth the hassle, and congratulations. And isn't this cute? The congratulations, the L is a diploma, and the O has a cap. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I might stamp celebrate and then put the same, do I have a piece of white? I do not have another piece of white cut for the inside, but I'll do the same thing on the inside, like this. On the inside of this card, add some gems. But I think that's given you enough ideas for today. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. Happy graduation if you know of any graduates, any students. Let's see. Have I missed anything? Oh, Anne says it reminds her of Harry Potter. It does. Those are Gryffindor colors. We're big Harry Potter fans here. Anne says, I assume she's talking about Noah, her grandson, loves putting diamonds on the cards. That's exactly what they look like. Anne, do you remember diamonds from your son? How old was Joe in 92, Anne? I was trying on wedding dresses, and Anne and Joe, her son, was with me, and he was probably 4 at the time. Oh, no, it was at my wedding. So I think he was 2 or 3, actually. And he thought the sequins on my dress looked like diamonds. I think that was at my wedding day, not before. Okay, sorry. I'm getting distracted by diamonds. Haha, imagine that. All right. Kathy says stamping with the littles is best. Kathy also liked the red and black. Yes, I do like. She thought it was striking. I agree. I agree. I think we're good. Yes. Okay. Anne says it was on my wedding dress, and her son was 4 when I got married. And, yes, he thought the sequins on my dress were diamonds. They were so glittery. Anyway, enough babbling. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. And next Monday, it will be my free class with purchase. So the cards I make next Monday, I'll send you those card kits if you purchase using my host code. And I'll give you the dates. So even if you order this week, I would probably send you the kits just so you know that's coming. So thank you for joining me. Hi, Alma. Thank you. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.